What is going on, FHEL? It is time for another qualifying session at Cooper PD Reverse. It is the 2 p.m. Central Standard Time session, and we got quite a few drivers here. I'll go ahead and look it up. But real quick, while that's loading, Forza Horizon Drift League is presented by Trifecta Drift Team. Do you meet the trifecta? Speed, proximity, style. Also presented by Plantronics Gaming. Gear up, gear good. Also, sponsored by 110 Customs. We don't just give 100% effort, we give you 110. Also sponsored by Figurative Tuning. Need a drift tune that needs a little bit of tweaking or a whole drift tune in general? Just go to Figurative Tuning. They'll help you figure it out. Also sponsored by HKS Performance, bringing style to drifting since 2002. Also by Team 5 Zygon, Forza Daily Skids on Instagram, Strictly Sideways, and now sponsored by Vapors Vape Shop. So in the party with me, as usual for this weekend, is Drift Lurkin. Drift, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Kind of excited to see some of these drivers going on this course and ripping it and getting it going.
I agree. All right, so we got quite a few drivers in here, like I said, while that's still loading up. We, I believe, are still missing one driver, but we got Salzig, Spare Block 7332, Stinky Bog 82, and YRN Deathstroke. So I believe we are still missing Deathwish. Terpsies he's switching to now. Oh yeah, that's right. He's running. So Godzilla GTR R36 is also going to be competing, the co-leader of Strictly Sideways. And then also we got, we did have Carnage King, but he moved his time. And like I said, we're waiting on Deathwish 1448 to get into the party and session. So I'm going to go ahead and get to where the drivers are at and do my traffic glitch, and then we will get on with qualifying. So, I'm trying to think what. Sorry, I had a brain fart. So let's see here. See if we can get Godzilla in here. Alright, so we got Godzilla's party invite and game invite. Alright, so now I'm going to do my traffic glitch. I think there's maybe one or two people that need to, because I just seen Salzig just finally got into the game. So, oh, it said Salzig. Oh, sorry, Terpsies. It just said that he just joined the session on my screen. So, anyway, like I said, we got quite a few drivers. So far, we've only had 2 disqualifications lurking, and that's looking good for us so far.
Yeah, it really is. So far, only 2, and then really good runs from all the rest of the drivers that did show up today. Hoping one of these guys in here will actually set off that perfect run, so we can have that example for you guys today.
Right. I mean, like you said, a lot of people have been putting in good runs, and I have to say I'm glad I'm not a judge like you guys.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a tough one for judging the qualifying, because all these drivers have been putting in a lot of time and effort into getting this course down, and you can see by the way they drive it, only dropping a tire here or there or missing a clipping point. They're kicking some massive butt going through this course.
Right. And all right, so we're gonna go ahead and go through the course preview real quick before Terpsy does a full pass. Hopefully he can give us a full pass this time. So I have to give him trouble a little bit. I have to. All right, so drivers will start here at the end of this white line. On my right, lead car where Terpsky's is will be on the left. On the right will be the chase driver. Then it will be a 40-mile-an-hour roll until the end of this white line here on the right. Then they will get on the gas and accelerate and initiate the sign on the left, or where my car will be, that will be the initiation point. Then you're going to come in, and again, guys, we are going off the road edge for this course, not the white line. Just a reminder. So then you're going to go into an inside clip, sweeping out to an outside zone, holding this outside on the corner. Then once you hit that tree, you're going to come back out a little bit, then come back in for inside front clip where the sign is or where Lurkin is parked. Then you're going to transition yet again, hitting an inside clip here coming into the chicane. Go through the chicane. The best way to get the right trajectory for the outside zone coming up, you're going to want to be in the right lane, but you can go anywhere through the chicane. It's not going to get count against your points just as long as you don't drop tires. Then you're going to come in for an inside clip exiting the chicane, coming back out to an outside zone on this long sweeper. We want to see you get a tire past the white line, but not on the dirt. If you hit dirt, it's going to count as a tire drop unless you're like right on the road edge. We want to, if it's a tire drop, it needs to be the whole tire off the road. If you do not go past the white line, it will not count as you hitting the zone. And then you can go anywhere, but what we really want to see is you to have about a midline, about right here, coming into this next outer zone and holding right here for the outside zone, sorry, and then into an inside clip here on this hairpin, sweeping out to another outside zone, and then holding that angle till the speed trap. Once your screen flashes for the speed trap, you can get off the throttle and just cruise. But I do advise you hold that angle till the finish, because if you straighten or go opposite drift before the finish, it will count against your score. And if you straighten or go opposite drift anywhere on the course, it will result in a 0, as is three tires dropped in one area or more will also result in a 0, as well as a spin out. It is? I thought it was a 0. But anyway, Terpsy says that it might. I think he thinks it's just a major deduction for straightening, but either way, it is not good. Okay, so 0s or incompletes would be spinning out or opposite drift. So straightening is just a major deduction. So that is my fault. My apologies. So now we'll go through a full pass as if it's a qualifying run, so you guys can kind of get an idea how we run things here if you are a new viewer. So Terpsies, honk your horn when ready, and then you can go for your full pass. All right, there's the horn. He's off for his 40-mile-an-hour roll. And hit the acceleration zone, gets on the gas, does a faint entry, a beautiful one. And when it gets dark here, it gets dark, and it's very hard to see, and he's running beautifully. He missed the first inside clip, though. Gets the second one barely, but didn't have much angle. Getting the inside clip, coming into the chicane. Getting that inside clip barely, coming for the outside zone. He does not get the outside zone. Dropping a couple tires coming into this section here. Getting the inside clip on the hairpin and getting the outside zone at the finish. All right, so finally Terpsies gets in a good run. So that's good for him, and like he said before, it's good to feel that rush again. Okay, so Stinky and Godzilla need leaders, so I will do that real quick to get the traffic glitch. So first one to hit is Godzilla, and then give that to Stinky. Unfortunately, I would say we could go ahead and go while we do that, but where it spawns them, it's going to put them right in the middle of the course, so we will wait on that. Just to get a good look at the drivers here. So we got Stinky Bog, former member of Most Hated, now running with Storm Drift. We got Salzig running for Horizon Drift League. We got Spared Block running for Most Wanted Drift Team, I believe is what it is. I know it's Most Wanted Drift, but Most Wanted Drift Team 2. And then we got YRN Deathstroke also running for that team. And then we also have, like I said, Godzilla GTR R36. As you can see on the right side of your screen, he's doing his traffic glitch right now. He's running for Strictly Sideways, and that is his team. He is co-leader to Camo Dude. They are both leaders of the team. So quite a bit of drivers in this session lurking.
Yeah, there is quite a bit, and it's looking up for us getting a perfect run coming in from one of these drivers, hopefully coming out of one of their qualifying runs.
All right. Yes, and then now we're just gonna wait for Stinky to do the traffic glitch. Once he does so, then we will get on and underway for this qualifying session. So let me see here. Once we do get underway, though, this is how the order is going to go, and this is if Deathwish comes in, guys. Hopefully we can get him in here. But it's going to go Stinky Bog, Deathwish, Spared Block, Deathstroke, Salzig, and then Godzilla GTR. So like you guys can't hear him, but like Turfshe's just explaining the drivers, the reason we have this order, the way that we do things, is it goes in order that people signed up. So out of those drivers that signed up for that time, that's who signed up first. So we will wait for Stinky. Looks like he's back. So just gotta wait till I get leadership back, just in case. Right, so now I'm leader, so Stinky Bog will be the first one up. So Stinky, when ready, honk, and then you may go in that S13. And he's off. At a 40-mile-an-hour roll. Hits the Excel zone. There's a little bit of a feint entry, not much. Didn't have much angle on the initiation. He may have just got that clip. Rails the outside zone perfectly, though. Gets the inside clip, getting this inside clip going into the chicane. Can he get the second one? He does. Here he goes to the outside zone that everybody's struggling with. He does not get the outside zone and almost goes straight. Here he goes, getting the outside zone, barely getting the inner clip on the hairpin. And not sure if he was close enough for the outside zone afterwards, but he definitely held the drift till the finish, and that's what we want to see. A lot of people were not doing that in Hoonigan Hill, and that resulted in a 0 on their run. So now he's going to come back up to the line for his final qualifying run. All right, so Stinky, when ready, you may go. All right, here we go. Final qualifying run for Stinky Bog 82 in the S13. He initiates with a feint entry. Gets the inner clip this time, getting the outside zone. Very dark on this course. There's only one light on it, I believe, throughout the course that we're running. Getting the clip, getting the first clip through the chicane. Getting the second clip. Here he comes through the outside zone. May have just dropped the tire. We'll have to go back and check it on the zone, but getting the second outside zone very well. Missing the inside clip and just dropping a tire on the final outside zone before the finish. So very good runs by Stinky Lurkin, especially his second one.
Yeah, his second one was really good. Unfortunately, I just looked back at that tire mark. He did drop a tire on that first outside clipping point coming out of the chicane. But solid run from him. Second run was a lot better than his first run coming out. Good job, buddy, and way to go.
All right, so next one up is going to be. Sorry, I do have bad memory. So next one would be Deathwish. Deathwish is, still not here. He has until the 30-minute mark after it starts if we finish beforehand, or he's got until we're finished with all these runs. So the next one up is going to be Spared Block 7332. You can please pull up to the line. Spared Block, like I said, driving for Most Wanted. All right. Block, when ready, honk your horn, and then you may go. All right, there's his horn, and he's off in that 240. He accelerates. A little bit of a late initiation, a little bit of feint initiation. Not much angle, but getting the inside clip. Now he's way shallow on that corner, not getting the clip. Dropping a tire on the inside clip coming through the chicane. Looks like he might have a little bit of lag going on, but we can still see where he's at, not getting the outer zone. And he goes opposite drift. That is going to result in a 0 on this run. And he goes again in an opposite drift. Getting the inside clip, though, and the outside zone, but it does not matter because that results in a 0 after the first opposite drift. Looking like he was struggling with the course on that run, Lurkin.
Yeah, it did look like it did look like he also had a little bit of a lag issue going in after that first initiation point. But regardless, he did go opposite drift twice in that run. So regardless of how well he did on hitting the clips, it's still a 0.
All right, again, buddy, just honk when ready, and you can go for your final qualifying run. There's his horn, and he's off for his final qualifying run. Hopefully he can clean it up a lot better and hit all those clips and zones. Feint initiation, looking much better. Does not get the inside clip. He's trying to get the outside zone. He grips up just a little bit, but he did not go straight. Oh, and then he spins. He went for the inside clip, and it just all of a sudden gripped up and just went left like a Mustang. I had to give you crap, Turskis. All right, but yep, like I said, Lurkin, he all of a sudden he gripped up and went left.
Yeah, he did. And like you said, like a Mustang that we know over here, coming through. But yeah, I seen that. He did grip up a little bit. Sad to see. He could have maybe pulled that off. That would have been pretty nice to see.
Right. So unfortunately, spared will probably result in double zeros, but don't count them out yet. It also depends on how everybody else does. Don't ever count yourself out. So the next one up is going to be Deathstroke. Please pull up to the line. Also running for Most Wanted in that older Skyline. All right. When ready, buddy, honk, and then you may go. All right, there's his horn, and he's off. And he hits the Excel zone, does a big feint entry, a little bit of late initiation though. May have just got the inside clip, but not getting the outer zone at all, very shallow. Not getting that clip either. And getting that inside clip. Here he comes through the chicane, not getting the inside clip. And he drops all 4 tires, or at least 3. That's going to also result in a 0 for Deathstroke on Most Wanted, and as he grips up trying to finish out the course. Not saying it's anything against the team, but these last 2 Most Wanted drivers look like they're very not knowledgeable of the course almost.
Yeah, either that or they're unprepared. Maybe something with their tunes or something along those lines with their vehicles. They're starting out strong, but then they just can't get to that outside clipping point, and then from there on, it just looks a little sloppy from there.
Right. All right, Deathstroke, when ready, honk, and then you may go for your final qualifying run. Just waiting for Deathstroke to be ready here. Once he is, he'll go for his final qualifying run. There's a horn, and he's off in that Skyline. First gen, he accelerates, feint entry again, initiation, but a late one yet again. Holding that outside zone, maybe just dropped tire, but I think he did hold it that time. Missing that clip again, missing the first inside clip through the chicane. Almost goes off the course, but saves it. May have got enough for that inside clip. The second one gets the outer zone this time. A little bit of angle checky, but it might be just a little bit of lag too. Does not get the second outside zone. Drops a tire on the hairpin and drops a tire on the final zone before the finish. All right. He wasn't the prettiest of runs, but he definitely cleaned it up from his last one, Lurkin.
Yeah, he definitely did. A lot better than his first run, for sure. Coming through, he did get that outside clipping point in the beginning, which is something he was struggling on his first run.
Right, okay, so let me go back to the messages to see who is up next. Next up is going to be Salzig from HorizonDriftLeague. No relation to FHDL. Right, it looks like he's going to go warm up his tires in that Maloo that he's ran all season long and looked very promising in Surfer's Paradise. He came in from outside the field, qualified 17th, I believe, and came in from outside the field and made it all the way to the losers final. And so hopefully he can actually make the field this time, because he didn't qualify for Hoonigan either. But let's see if he can make it this time. Salzig, honk when ready, and then you may go. There's his horn, he's off. Hopefully Salzig can finally qualify with that fast Maloo with a feint entry, very beautiful, but not getting that inner clip. Holding the outside zone, very good, like he's on rails. Good angle too, but just misses the inside clip there. Also missing the one before the chicane. Here we go, exiting the chicane. He misses it. He's showing promising angle, just dropping a tire. Oh, and then he goes straight, but then he drops 2 tires on the outer zone there. Just dropping a tire on the inside clip and hits the outside zone before the finish. May not have been the cleanest of runs line-wise, but definitely a bunch of angle coming from Salzig lurking.
Yeah, and that's the type of angle that I'm looking for. I love that angle. He's definitely getting it. If he can clean that run up for a second time, I think that might be some of the best that we've seen so far today.
All right, so Salgrid yet again, just honk when ready, and then you may go, bud. And he's off. 40-mile-an-hour roll with that Maloo final qualifying run. Again, a good faint entry, looking very promising. Again, not getting that inner clip, but holding the outside zone beautifully. May have just missed that inside clip. Getting the inside clip coming into the chicane, though. Can he get the second one? He does not. Here he comes through the outside zone. He gets it, but can he hold the angle this time? He does, barely. A little bit of angle checking still, but I think it was just because of the lag. Hitting the outside zone, hitting the clip on the hairpin. May have just dropped the tire on the final outside zone before the finish. I'll have to go back and look. And he indeed just barely, it looks like by maybe an inch, he went off the road. So that will count as a tire drop there. But very, very, very good run by Salzig, Lurkin.
Yeah, that was definitely the cleanup that I was looking for from his first run. I wish he would hit that inside clipping point in the beginning on the entry better. But that was a very, very promising run and one of the best runs we've seen today, angle-wise and line-wise.
Right. I totally agree. So let's see here who is next. I believe it's Godzilla, but I don't want to say anything just yet. So let's see here. A lot of scrolling, a lot of loading. Like we've said earlier in earlier streams, Xbox is having some communication issues. So yeah, Godzilla is the only one left to run. So once he's done there, warming up his tires, he's going to pull up to the line. And when ready, buddy, honk, and then you may go. All right, there's his horn. Here we go from strictly sideways. One of the leaders, Godzilla GTR R36 and that R35 Black Edition GTR. Here we go. Good initiation, but does not get the inner clip. Can he reach out to the outside zone? He does not. Can he get the next clip? He might have just missed it. Getting the inside clip coming into the chicane. Here he goes through the second clip of the chicane, nailing it. Can he get the outside zone? He should with that GTR, with the speed that it has. He does get it. Does he get the outside without driving tire? He does. Almost coming to a stop, but he still kept drift, getting the inner clip and the outside zone before the finish. Very, very good run, Lurkin.
Yeah, indeed, that was a very good run. He hit all the angle that he could possibly get out of that GTR, and he was hitting the clipping points. It was a very flawless run, just about.
All right, so now we just got to wait for his second run. So when he's ready, he will honk that horn, and he will be off and running for his final qualifying run and the final one of this session, unless Deathwish comes back. All right, buddy, honk when ready. All right, there's a horn, and you may go, buddy. All right, here we go. 40-mile-an-hour roll. Acceleration, faint entry, beautiful faint entry, but still does not get that first inner clip. Hitting the outside zone very well. Definitely gets that clip that time, though. He's definitely cleaning it up. May have been close enough for that inner clip. Not 100% sure. Definitely getting that second one. Oh, but he grips up. He grips up and straight, and that's unfortunately going to be a major deduction, but he was running so good, Lurkin.
He really was running really good on that run, too. If he didn't grip up and drop his tire towards the end, that would have been very, very good run and a hard one to judge at that.
All right, so Wish has still 5 minutes to respond, saying he needs to reschedule or join and run his runs. I do ask that drivers do not run the course, please, because I did see someone went by. Oh, and then I do apologize. I did not know this. Spared Block is the leader of MWD2, Most Wanted Drift Team 2, or Most Wanted Drift 2. Sorry if I'm adding a word or taking away a word. So let's see here. Let's see if I can get him in here. Most Wanted Drifters. I do apologize that Turpsy's just corrected me. It is Most Wanted Drifters 2. So that is what MWD2 stands for. I do apologize. I would get it right, but I don't have enough mobile devices on me right now to look at the sign-up sheets and the stream and anything else I need to look at. So let's see here. And then I also just got word that I also forgot. It's no surprise to me with my crappy memory, but Stinky Stinky Bog 82 is the new co-leader, one of the new co-leaders of Storm Drift. So that's also another news announcement. So just looking for Death Wish. Hold on. All right, I'm not seeing Death Wish even on the people, but maybe I'm just not seeing them. Okay, so we got Yeah, there's says last seen 9 hours ago. May just be appearing offline. I just gave him an invite to Party Inc. He is down to. While we're waiting for that, I will message the next drivers to get ready. Let's see here. So, who do you think out? I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to say here. Sorry, but who do you think out of three drivers, out of everybody that's ran so far, Lurker, and who do you think have the most promising runs so far?
3 drivers today so far with promising runs. I would definitely give it over to Godzilla Gator, or Godzilla GTR. I would definitely say Demon from earlier. He was hitting some massive angle and was hitting all the clipping points. And for the third one, I'd have to toss that one up between Salzig and our last week's winner, Basic.
Awesome. Very. I can't agree more. So he's down to 1 minute. Death Wish is till disqualification. Still looking to see who I'm going to be bringing up here. So it looks like there's only going to be one driver, and that's going to be Dat Booty Meat. So Booty, I know you've been watching chat today. I don't know if you're in there right now, but you run in half hour, and I will also put it in chat. Hold on, guys. Just trying to type this in as fast as I can. And sent. And still down to 1 minute. Oh, and then there's the 30-minute mark. So that's going to mean that Death Wish is officially disqualified due to no-show. So, like I said, the next run will be here in about 30 minutes. One driver, that's going to be Dat Booty Meat, unless there's anybody that's going to time change to that time. We've seen some good runs out of here. So, real quick before we close it out, as always, FHDL is presented by Trifecta Drift Team and Plantronics Gaming, sponsored by 110 Customs, Figurative Tuning, HKS Performance, Team 5 Zygon, Forza Daily Skids on Instagram, Strictly Sideways, and now sponsored by Vapors Vape Shop. From me, Lurkin and Terpskis, as always, keep it slideways.